So when we do financial planning, before we get started, what we do is, these are the three things that we do when it comes to financial plan. So we educate you, and after that, we understand your needs and gaps. And once we understand your needs and gaps, then we are able to provide you a suitable solution. For this, we work with multiple banking financial institutions, right? And whatever is the best solution that is available in the market, we identify that solution and then we try to map those solutions with your needs and gaps and implement the solution as well. So this is in a nutshell what we do. So what we call this process is the personal finance strategy or the PFS. So in order for us to do this, we need to understand your uh, where you're standing in terms of your personal finances. What are your tax assets? Where are you investing in your, are you tax diversified? Are you asset diversified? What are your income? What is your debts? What are your expenses? So we are able, only we do this process through something called the data collection. So once we have the data available, we are able to do the analysis and then come up with the solution. Analysis on your needs and gaps, and then provide you the solution. So this is the way we work. So this is like your medical checklist, right? So if you go to a doctor, they, first get you or get all your medical reports, and then finally tell you where are you standing in terms of a financial health, your wellness check, right? Health check. So similarly, we are like the financial doctors. So we collect all the data, we understand where you stand in terms of your financial health, and then we'll tell you where you're doing good, where you need to probably focus on, and where you need to immediately implement the gaps. Right. So that is, in a nutshell, what we do in terms of the financial health check. So we use this checklist sheet, which is called the personal finance template. So in this, what we do is, we collect the data, right? So what do we collect in this Excel sheet? So we have a section where we first initially we capture all your debts and liabilities, right? So credit card loans, your car loans, your mortgage, how much are you paying in term for your mortgages every month? How much, and is it good debt, bad debt? And how to manage your debt, in case that you have to reduce your debt or you have to eliminate some people have a lot of credit card loans. So we look at ways to eliminate those debts. So that is the first step. And secondly, we collect your monthly expenses. What are your, how much of your money is going out in terms of your mortgages, rents, your investment properties, property taxes, insurance payments, utilities, your food, clothing expenses, your grocery, your gardening, your gym membership, everything. So how much of your current expenses, your payments, your lifestyle expenses, your charity, travel, all of that expenses which is going out of your pocket every month. That is what we capture in this. So this helps us understand what are your expenses with mortgage and without mortgage. So this is the sheet. And once we have this, we also take an account in of your expenses, your current income. If both husband and wife are earning, what are the other income that is coming to you? Your salary, your rental income, your business income, if you have a business. So what are the input and output, and what are the debt? And also we take an account of your tax assets, right? So where are you investing? Do you have enough emergency fund in your bank account? Do you have stocks? What is your India asset? So all of this we take into account. It may not be needed immediately, but we know where we can utilize it, or use it better, or maybe you need to have liquidable assets for any emergency fund and kind of a things. And are you on a tax now bucket? How much have you invested in tax deferred or tax later accounts? How much have you, saved in, have you utilized in a tax exempt accounts? Are you taking advantage of the tax exempt buckets? So are you tax diversified? So this is also, have you invested in Roth IRA? Do you have options to invest in 401ks, Roth 401k, 529 plans? Is that suitable for you? And so these kind of things. So we once we have this in data, we also analyze and see how diversified are your accounts currently, and how much is in your HSA accounts. Do you invest in HSA? Are you eligible for HSA? And how you can maximum capitalize on these tax advantaged accounts. And also, when it comes to protection, do you have sufficient life insurance at work? Is that enough? Is that covering all your liabilities? Do you have anything supplemental provided outside of your work? Do you have estate planning done, your will and trust? How much of it has been taken care of? So all this, once we collect all this data up to row 45, then we come up with our analysis, right? So the analysis is below uh, the column, rows 43. So we understand how much of we populate the notes and actions to be taken. So it automatically populates the tax diversification graphs and charts. This will give us an idea of how tax diversified are you, asset diversification. All of this we're able to understand, and we give you a 10-point financial health score kind of a thing. So we tell you where, how good are we on the emergency fund? Do we have one? And if we don't have one, how do we, have that ready? How good are we with your debt management? You're probably, already taken care of that. And, if not, what needs to be done there in terms of a protection? Is your family protected in case of an emergency situation? College savings, how prepared are you to, send your college for kids? Send your kids for college, or tax saving strategies, retirement planning, asset estate planning. So all of this are a 10-point grid in terms of telling you what can be done better, and what are the, immediate solutions that you can implement in order to keep that in check. And we also, put notes and action items for us to discuss. And this will be an ongoing document for us to review on a periodic basis when life situation changes. And uh, uh, because at each stage, once you have kid, or if you have your kids have gone out of college, and so each so we maintain this as a health check kind of a report, and review this on an ongoing basis as well, for us to review for future action and current action. And so each of these are captured in each of the exclusive sheets, the sub sheets. So we have a goal captured, and then we work towards your goal, how to achieve, your financial goal. So that is what we do in this data collection sheet. So this is an important,